Good morning. We're here at Taphouse Kitchen in Moscow, Idaho with Joel and Christine Cohen, the owners, and we're going to talk a little bit about how this project got started and how it went. Joel and Christine, first off, how did we meet each other? How did we get together on this project?
You were just a natural choice for us because of our relationship, our pre-existing relationship. You're somebody I trusted, and you have a reputation for doing very good work, which I knew preceded you. I had initially thought I might try and oversee the construction myself, and from the advice of an architect, strongly advised me not to do that, I would need somebody with experience.
As we came together and started doing the project, we did this project as a time and material project versus a bid. Tell us a little bit about how that worked for you.
There's a risk
Yes.
that is sort of known about if you're doing, if you're going to hire a contractor in that. But because we trusted you and knew you, we decided to roll with it, and it worked out very well for us. It allowed you the flexibility to value engineer, to be creative and come up with alternate ways to build things than were exactly spec'd out in the drawings, to accomplish the same end, but could be done for less money. So we were very happy that we did that.
I'm sure it was really stressful at times. There's a lot of moving elements. There's a lot of things going on. You guys are trying to get the business set up, and then at the same time just get it built. What was the turning point in your stress? What do you guys say?
Getting an idea what the total cost would be.
Mm-hmm.
So while I didn't get an exact bid from you, gave me an estimate, which I appreciated, and gave me just a framework to work with.
I think for me, because I was handling the interior design and the aesthetic of the place, so for so many months I had just been working off of Pinterest boards and sort of hoping that the pieces that I was ordering here and there would all fit together. So we sat down and talked several times about the mood, about the industrial modern aesthetic, and pretty early on I realized that you just totally got it. And there were times when I was at home with all three kids and you'd call me on the phone and say, we kind of need a decision quickly on this, you think you can come down? And I wasn't able to. And to be able to just say, I trust you, make the judgment call, and then to come in the next time and see it and it was perfect and exactly what I'd wanted was just really neat.
In any project, one of the biggest questions is, did we deliver as promised?
I believe you came in right exactly on the estimated date. I think you told me very early on, mid-October, and I think we actually opened for business on October 14th. And there were some pretty major obstacles there in the middle with the drywall.
Yeah.
And I know there's always obstacles that come up in the construction process, and that's usually what makes it go past the estimated time. But you were able to work around that, think on your feet, think outside the box to deal with that huge delay. It really was.
Yeah, it was.
And still have it done on time. Yeah. On the budget, I think we came in under budget.
We were under budget, yeah.
Yeah.
We had been warned by the architects, I think, that we probably wouldn't be able to put the detailed finishes on the place that we wanted with our budget, which was disappointing to me, but
because that's what really makes it sing.
Yes.
And at the end of the day, that's what you're after.
That's what you're looking for,
Yeah.
are those little details. And you, through using the reclaimed wood from around town and just your knowledge of what we could get in our budget, you brought us all the pieces that I was hoping we would have.
Good. Yeah. What would you say to other people out there who would consider hiring our company? What are some of the chief benefits that you received and that someone else might expect to receive in working with us?
You are honest.
That helps.
Yes.
Right?
So I think that's important in any kind of arrangement where somebody's basically spending your money.
Yeah.
Right. That's critical. Your ability to be creative, to actually add value to a project, not just, as you mentioned earlier, follow the instructions and pound nails, but to guide and say, this is the look you want, we'll have a suggestion that will accomplish that look. Yeah. It's not exactly as it's written here, but what if we tweaked it this way? I think it'll look even better and maybe cost less. Those sorts of, that sort of consulting is a huge benefit, I think, and that's something that you do.
This is the first time we've done anything like this, and I didn't really know all the steps that would go into construction. And I remember walking in here when it was just bare bones, and you had your big whiteboard. Seeing all those moving pieces laid out in a clear and concise way was really helpful for us and put us at ease, knowing that that you had control of all the different parts. And then also you sent us weekly email updates, letting us know what had been accomplished, what maybe if something was a day behind or a day ahead of schedule, and how that would affect future plans. That was invaluable to me, to know that you had such a good grasp on the entire project.
Yeah, so the communication helped keep the stress
Yes.
down and help you realize that your expectations were being met along the way.
Exactly. I think,
Right.
you gave us even more information than maybe we asked for, which was really helpful.
Yeah.
And one of the things we really appreciated too was that the guys that were working here, a part of your crew, were very friendly. They weren't foul-mouthed. We could bring our kids around. They weren't blasting loud, vulgar music. So they were great to work with. They were very professional. They did very good work too. So.
Yeah.
I know that I was in here a lot, holding up artwork or trying to move mirrors around while they were trying to get their work done, and they never once made me feel like I was in their way or hindering them, even though I'm sure I was.
Yeah.
So that was really nice.
Good. Well, and our goal in all of this is to be the construction guide, and we've talked about that a little bit before, and to make sure that this comes out for you guys, because ultimately we're here to serve you, and so it's our job just to listen to you guys, not only up front but throughout the project, and translate your priorities, your goals, and your budget into reality. And so how would you say that we performed as your guide?
Like we mentioned, we've never done a project like this before. We did not know how this was going to go. It was our first rodeo. So, and we talked about how you were involved with some of the aesthetic decisions, but you also guided us on some financial decisions. Like you'd say, we had a lot of options for the flooring in the kitchen and bathroom.
Yeah,
You said,
right.
you know what? Why don't you spend less money on this, because that'll leave you more money to spend here where people are going to see what you do.
Yeah.
Felt like you were also a really good go-between the subcontractors and us, that
Okay.
whenever issues would arise with them, it felt like you were very much our advocate, helping us to get exactly what we needed in the timely manner. So we never had to go and deal with the
You never had to go
subcontractors
and put the law down to them.
Exactly, because we knew we could just tell you, hey, we have a problem with this,
Yeah.
or this isn't working well, and you would go and handle that for us.
Good. Well, thank you so much for your time. Appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Thank
Thanks.
you.
Yep.